Okay, good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday, happy September. I can't believe it's September. I feel like this year's absolutely flown by. Can't believe we've only got the last quarter, the last 4 months left of the year. But I absolutely love September in our business. It is like the new January, and there's always so much talk about getting started in September as if it is the 1st of January. I know that's what Geoff always says, and that's what I've got in mind this September. So we're going to be kicking that off with an amazing call and an amazing lineup this evening. Can tell it's the summer holidays still all over the place. Roll on Monday. So this morning's theme is built to last, and we're going to get started with our lovely Sue Worrell, who's going to be talking to us all about our products. Sue is a national marketing director. She's been a nutritionist for over 30 years. She runs clinics in Cardiff and London, and she has been taking Juice Plus for over 20 years, I believe. I think the numbers on there are a little bit out of date, but she's going to be talking to us today about our star products. Hopefully, if she's on. Are you here, Sue?
I
She's not on yet.
couldn't see her at the moment. No,
No.
she should be on any minute.
No worries.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Maybe everyone, you can pop your goals for September in the chat. What are you aiming to achieve by the end of this year in your business? I think September is always a nice time to think about your goals for the month, but also where you want your business to be by the end of this year. So if you want to put in the comments what your goals for the end of 2023 are, that would be lovely.
Yeah.
While we just wait for Sue.
Yeah.
SC, I love that. NMD for 2023. Yes, Mona, love that. I was just reading your bio, Mona. So yeah, definitely, absolutely love that. It's really interesting to know that you used to be in the corporate team and now you're on our side. We've also got our convention coming up soon as well. QSSC by January. No doubt you're going to absolutely smash that. QNMD, yep. Hit John's incentive, yes, Rihanna. Everyone wants to be in Thailand, 100%. I've actually got it on my vision board right here above me. Travel always, yes, love that. And the Rio incentive as well. Who's going to be qualifying for the stage 2 of Rio incentive? We've got loads of lovely, exciting stuff coming up. QNMD, Rio stage 2, loving these. SC this month. Who's looking forward to the convention? I feel like we've missed these big events so much. Well, I've missed the last one anyway, but they're such an amazing part of our business. I'm really, really excited for the convention this year. Definitely. Not long to go now.
Yeah. I think we're going to start with a video, Sara, because I can't see Sue at the moment.
No worries.
Not quite sure where she is. She's normally very, very punctual, but
I know, yeah.
don't know what happened.
She's okay.
Okay, so let's go with this video here. It's going to be Mitra Ray.
One wants to get. You see, the phone rang and my heart stopped. It's as if my heart already knew that the doctor was calling with news that no one wants to get. You see,
James, we can't see the video. We can hear it, just so you know. We can't see it.
Me with more bad news that my mom had Alzheimer's. My life changed in an instant. I was chasing after my kids.
Sorry, let me just get this sorted out.
Before dinner, not a care in the world. And then the phone slipped to the floor And in that moment, I made a decision. I looked at my kids. I looked at my life. And I decided I would never go down this road. I never wanted my kids to have to face those kinds of harsh realities that I was facing. And I never want you, if you can help it, to have to face those realities. If you've ever gotten that call that nobody wants to get, if you've ever buried a family member before their time, then you know how I felt in that moment. My name is Dr. Mitra, and I want to be around to dance at my grandchildren's wedding. That's why I started taking responsibility to make lifestyle changes, reduce stress, pay attention to my sleep, hydrate, exercise, and most importantly, get more plants into my body. To that end, for the last 27 years, I have been eating and recommending a whole food nutritional product called Juice Plus. No, it's not a juice, but it is food. Juice Plus is encapsulated plant powders and omega fats. What that means is that it's a salad in a capsule form. And Mom Win, these plant powders also come in chewable form, and the omegas can also serve as a chewable, as they don't taste like fish. They have kind of an orange popsicle taste to them, and that's good for the kiddos' growing brains. These products have an impressive body of research behind them. What that means is that there's nothing else available today in any place in the world, with or without a prescription, that has been shown to do what Juice Plus can do for the whole body. It's safe and protects your cells from womb to tomb. I wish my parents had this earlier in their life. It leaves me with so many questions, so many what ifs, which is why I am here today. It's my privilege to share 3 quick research updates on our Whole Food Juice Plus products, especially from the perspective of brain health. I hope this makes my parents proud. The first thing I want to share is the update on omegas, because they are so critical for every cell in your body. People would ask, Dr. Mitra, what supplement should I take for omegas? And to this, I had no answer other than, well, you just have to eat a variety of seeds and nuts. So grind them up, put them in your smoothie, or put them on top of salads every day. Honestly, even for a dedicated healthy eater like me, that was no small feat. And taking a supplement wasn't the answer, so I thought. I didn't trust the industry because of the many technical challenges involved in putting these delicate omega fats into capsule form. What that means is that the omega soft gels on the health food shelf today most likely have rancid fats in them because they have to have been exposed to heat to get them into those gel caps. I would never recommend that. Yet I knew from the research I did on heart and brain health to help my parents that the science shows that those who have the most omega fats in their diet do better. As far as the brain is concerned, it is an omega hog. It hoards omega fats so that it can function properly. And the key indicator for cardiovascular health is a test for how much omega-3, especially EPA and DHA, is found in your red blood cells. Doctors are particularly interested in these 2 omega fats, and this measurement is called the omega index. What that means is that your red blood cells can bounce around and do their job. Just like you can't dance or do yoga when you're stiff, having lots of omega makes these membranes more fluid, and so the red blood cells in your body are more fluid and functional. Here is an impressive graph showing the changes in the fluidity of your red blood cells from the start of the study to 16 weeks later. Comparing the 2 blue bars, the control group shows no significant change, whereas there's a significant change in the omega index from taking 2 omega capsules a day. Now, the green shows the synergistic effect of adding the other fruit, vegetable, and berry blend to this omega regimen, giving an even higher omega index. Finally, the yellow shows continued improvement with taking 4 omega capsules a day. So with 4 capsules, the fun dancing really begins for your red blood cells. These omegas are captured safely using a proprietary technology and contain not just omega-3, but the full spectrum of omega-3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 as found in Mother Nature. When I researched how a full spectrum of omegas protect us, I realized that Juice Plus omegas are way ahead of their time. And I wish I had them around for my parents. While everyone else is telling you to take omega-3 supplements, I am telling you that you need a full spectrum blend of omegas as found in Mother Nature. She does not mess around. The second piece of research I want to share is about polyphenols, which is a big word, but don't let that scare you from learning about this incredible family of nutrients found in a diet rich in fruits and vegetables. Polyphenols keep you young and healthy. When you hear words like adaptogens or antioxidants, think polyphenols. They are the key to the kingdom of great health. They help us look and feel younger, so we want them. Dr. Bresciani is an Italian scientist, and she is passionate about polyphenols. When she saw the Juice Plus products, she was immediately curious about their polyphenol content, and more importantly, whether they get absorbed in our body. In this study, the subjects were asked to not take drugs or supplements before the study for a 2-week washout period. They spent a night at the lab fasting, and the first thing they did in the morning was to take the fruit, veggie, and berry blends. The researchers then took blood samples over a period of 10 hours. What they found was quite interesting. At different times, they saw different polyphenols in the blood, which the authors concluded showed how the bacteria in the gut metabolized those polyphenols in Juice Plus into other polyphenols. That means that your friendly bacteria love these polyphenols, and they use them to make even more polyphenols that help you stay super healthy, kind of like compound interest in your health savings account. So this first graph shows the polyphenols from the first part of the intestinal tract during the first few hours. Then other polyphenols peaked at 5 hours, which was indicative of how the bacteria in the colon were now metabolizing the polyphenols. And even at 10 hours, other polyphenol metabolites were found. I suppose they could have kept this study going, but these people eventually had to eat a real meal. Bless their hearts. Not only is this fascinating to me as a scientist, but provides me with highly practical information as a mom. I am so excited that my kids are getting that compound interest on polyphenols every day to stay healthy from the Juice Plus products. Polyphenols protect our cells from the daily toxicity we are exposed to, and this is critical for every organ, whether you are young or old. The time to start protecting yourself with Juice Plus capsules is now, regardless of age. And because of this Italian study, a group of brain function researchers in Spain got excited to see how this high level of polyphenol absorption from Juice Plus would enhance brain function. Here's the deal. Just like your body, your brain metabolizes sugar and oxygen to get stuff done, but in the process makes waste that needs to be constantly removed, not to mention environmental toxins as well. Polyphenols make all that happen better. The Spanish brain researchers knew that polyphenols do a great job increasing blood flow to the brain to deliver oxygen and sugar and other nutrients. They also protect our neurons from daily damage. This brings me to the third and final research update. If you care about your brain operating at its best, you will be glad you stayed on to hear the result of the very first study with Juice Plus and brain function. This study was done before the Juice Plus plant omegas were on the market, so it doesn't involve those omegas, although I can only imagine how much more of an impact adding the omegas would have made. This was a highly rigorous study, and if you're a geek like me and want to read this impressive study, take a screenshot and Google the first few words of the title. Briefly, they did 3 different tests that were challenging to determine if taking 2 capsules of each of the fruit, veggie, and berry blends would improve brain function. To give you an example, I am going to play a short video of one of the 3 tests, the Stroop test and see how you do. Kind of challenging, right? The whole study was challenging as it involved many tests, and I'm so thankful they found people willing to be part of this rigorous study. The Stroop test is a well-known method to test for selective attention. And here you see a dramatic improvement after 16 weeks of eating Juice Plus when compared to placebo using 3 different variations of this Stroop test. Next, they looked at many aspects of our executive function, which include the ability to plan, mental flexibility, sustained attention, and the speed of processing. Eating Juice Plus for 16 weeks resulted in significant improvements in both speed and execution, as seen in the Tessin test. Finally, they tested working memory using what's called a wrist test. This involves riddles and categories. Once again, the group that had the Juice Plus did significantly better than the placebo group. The final conclusion is that eating Juice Plus fruit, veggie, and berry blends rich in polyphenols improves executive function, working memory, selective and sustained attention, and the speed of processing. Where do I get some, right? One thing you and I both need is an easy way to get more plant omegas and plant polyphenols into our body daily. The Juice Plus Quad, as I like to call it, delivers exactly that. The omegas from 6 plants and the polyphenols from 30 plants in a more affordable way than trying to get that through food daily, not to mention the time to get it done. Of course, eat as many real fruits and vegetables as you can daily. In fact, I found that eating Juice Plus regularly made my children crave more fruits and veggies naturally. And it helped me improve my sleep. It gives me the energy to stay more active, and I'm more conscious of my health overall. And those kinds of results have been seen for over 20 years with hundreds of thousands of families around the world eating Juice Plus regularly. 71% were consuming less fast food and soft drinks. 61% were eating more fruits and veggies. 71% were drinking more water. 66% were visiting the doctor less. 60% were missing fewer days of school. And 56% were taking fewer over-the-counter and prescription drugs. What is that worth to a parent? To make Juice Plus more affordable for the whole family, I suggest the Healthy Start for Families program, where when you sign up for the capsules yourself, you can sponsor a child between the ages of 4 and 18 or college-bound to get the fruit and veggie blends for free for up to 4 years. Talk to your Juice Plus partner about how you can get started right away with our quad. My name is Dr. Mitra, and whether you're a vegan or a junk food junkie or somewhere in the middle, I recommend Juice Plus for everyone. I want to leave you with this. I cannot go back in time and save my parents from their fate. I cannot reverse my loss, which was profound. What I can do is be an example for my kids. They are adults now and finishing up their college education. In raising them, what I found was most important was my example, more than any words I ever spoke to them. Recently, one of my daughters said to me, "Mom, I love you so much. I don't know what I would do if I had anyone else as a mom. My friends always come to me with their challenges because they think I'm so wise. And all I do is tell them what you have taught me, that I am responsible for my health, my happiness, and my life."
Amazing. Thanks so much, James. I absolutely love that video. Who's really excited to go and take their capsules today? Who's going to be doubling up on their Amigas after watching that video? I'm going to go and head upstairs afterwards and get my capsules down me and definitely be doubling up today. So thank you very much. Yeah, taking them now. Love it. Okay, guys, so we're going to move on to our second speaker of the day, and we have got Mona Jensen, who is a qualifying national marketing director. Mona used to work for the Juice Plus company for nearly 11 years as the regional manager for the Nordic countries before she decided to leave the corporate side to start her own team and Juice Plus business as a partner. She lives in Copenhagen, Denmark, with her husband Magnus and the youngest of her 2 sons and her 2 dogs. And she is loving the flexibility, fun and friendships that the business is giving her. And Mona is QNMD, and she's been taking the Juice Plus products for more than 15 years, which is amazing. She's going to be talking to us today about her daily focus to make a fortune. So welcome, Mona.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And thank you for asking me to be on the call and be a speaker. I think it's a great way to start this morning. As you said, I used to work for the company back in the days, and I had no clue about Juice Plus until I met the company. And the way I did that was kind of a bit of a funny story as well, because I actually tried to sell them a copying machine. I was working for Canon, and they ended up selling me a business, a job instead, and a vision actually. So that was kind of fun. I've never ever been taking any supplements before I met Juice Plus, before I heard about them, so the capsule. So I was very skeptical, because the way I was raised, the ways to do it is eat healthy, eat your salad, take your vitamin pill, and drink your milk. That was kind of the way that I was raised at home. So supplements was something kind of weird kind of thing. That was the way that I was raised. So I was very skeptical to begin with, but I was sort of like, I need to try these capsules, because everybody in the company obviously was talking about it, and I had to try it out and see what they were doing to me. So I realized after being on them for 3 months that I've gone through a winter without having any cold. I have asthma, so when I don't have a cold, I don't feel my asthma. So it just feels great to go through a winter without any colds and without any asthma medications. So if you have any questions for me, just go ahead, but I can also just talk. That's all good. Yeah, good. Good. So I've now been taking the capsules for in October it will be 16 years. Every single day, and I will continue for the rest of my life, because it makes so much sense to me. They've made a great deal of difference for me and for my family. I have asthma, but I don't feel anything, and I've literally had a cold like 5 times throughout almost 16 years. So it's like I don't feel my asthma anymore. I don't have my allergies anymore. I always started sneezing in spring with everything when grass is sprung, whatever it's called in past sentence. But it just, I don't feel any of that anymore. I have the skin that I love to have. I didn't have that. I've never had this perfect skin before. So it just feels amazing. And of course I want to continue being on the capsules. I'm a big advocate for it. So yeah, I am I've always wanted to help people. That has been like in my DNA from I was a little girl. I also wanted to make money. That's always also something that I wanted to do. And I have an education of I have a bachelor in economics, and wanted to make money. So that was kind of my driver. But at some point when I found out that I wanted to help people, but I also wanted to make money. And how can we combine those? Because a lot of jobs out there, you help people in nursery rooms, or helping elderly people or kids. You're not getting that well paid, and it's I wanted to make money as well. So how do I do that? How do I combine those things? And then I became a salesperson. I was selling copying machines, and then I ended up working for Juice Plus instead, and found out that I could actually have an impact on people's lives. I was supporting and helping a lot of franchise partners out there, but at some point, I saw the flexibility that franchise partners were having. I saw that the money they were making, and they had a direct personal impact on people's lives out there. And I did not have that as a regional manager. I was in for Juice Plus. I was indirectly helping people. I wanted to help people directly, and I realized that I wanted to make a change in my life. I wanted to be more home. I wanted to be where my kids are, physically and mentally, because when I was a regional manager for the company, I was traveling all over. It was a lot of fun as well, of course. But I was a lot away from my family, and I wanted to be more at home. So I was at one point, I was like, I need to make a decision here. And nobody knows about the products in Denmark, by the way. So I could see the possibility and the opportunity. So I said goodbye to my regional manager position, and then I started out as a franchise partner instead. And of course, it was a big switch. I mean, I knew a lot about the products and the company and the compensation plan. I know that you can wake me up in the middle of the night and ask me questions, and I will answer them. But being a franchise partner is very different. It is a different kind of mindset. It is a different kind of work. But I like challenging myself, and that was also a big driver. That is a big driver for me, challenging myself every single day. So my daily focus, consistency is key. Consistency is absolutely key, because this business is just like with going to the gym, or this healthy journey that you start when you start on the products and the healthy lifestyle. You don't see results like the second you start doing it. It takes some time. You have to be patient with it. So the consistency in taking the products, but also doing the business day after day, day in, day out, and just always be there, do the business, and being consistent about it. That is a key word for me. So my daily focus to make a fortune is to actually just keep building my business, and my morning routine is what sets me for the day. So what I do in the morning is when I get up, before I get dressed, I just put on my AirPods and I listen to a motivational video or a motivational book, depends on if I'm what I want to. But I immediately start putting good stuff into my brain, as well as while I do that, I prepare my shake, I take out my capsules. So I listen to this YouTube or this book. Meanwhile, I prepare my physical nutrition. So I get mentally nutritioned and I get my physical nutrition at the same time. Then when I'm done with my listening into this sound book or audio book, I do my journaling. The journaling is something that I started out in 2023, and I've heard so many people talk about journaling, and I was like, oh, I need to do that. I need to. I've also heard about gratitude things and stuff like that, but it doesn't give me a lot of stuff or great input to do like a gratitude thing, like 5 things I'm happy for today. It's sometimes it's like what do I need to write here? But the journal part can be a variety of gratitude, but also often it's also takeaways from what I just put into my brain, the positivity, the input, the ideas. It can be the goals that when it's starting of a new month, it's always my goals for that month, or to be absolutely clear on what I want to attract more of into my life. So I do journaling every single day of the week, and I love that part. It has made a big difference for me and my mindset for this year. So absolutely love that. And of course, having my shakes meanwhile and my capsules every single day. And then I always I do a post in the morning to make sure that I kind of warm up my social platforms to make sure that people see that it might be that I take a picture of me journaling, it might be a good morning post or whatever, but just starting out the day in a very positive way. I always make sure that my posts are positive, even if I'm struggling with something. I mean, we can all struggle with something. We are human beings. I think we're supposed to struggle because that's what makes us stronger and better. But focusing on the positive things of what I'm going through is a key thing, so that people always know that when they follow me, they will always see positivity and energy and a lot of products, because I am a product of the product. So of course I want to show that, and I cannot not show that because they are such a big part of my life. So every time I do a shake or take my capsules or do my uplift, it's already gone. But whatever I can do to show that I'm product of the product is so important. So that's definitely a part of my DMO. Then I write to new people every single day, and I've increased that goal, that daily goal for myself, because I knew that I wanted to be in touch with more people. If you don't feel that there's not enough going on in your inbox, you need to write more people. So I write 25 new people every single day. That can be Instagram alone, or it can be a combination of Instagram and Facebook. I also always run my report every single morning to, I have an Excel spreadsheet. So I put in my pay line every single day, so I can follow it day by day and compare it to last month's. So I know exactly where I am. I know if I'm growing or going down, whatever. I just know where I am pay line wise to keep track. I think that is important as well. Also, when I do the reporting, I check how the team is doing. Maybe there are some diamonds coming through that are doing some great things. They might not be the ones who are shouting the loudest on social media, but they are coming through and are close to getting to partner plus or senior partner, whatever. I can see the growth. I continuously follow that on the report. So I send people a message like, oh my goodness, you're doing so great, and you're only this and that far away from this and that bonus or achieving this and that. I like doing that because it first of all, I keep track of what is going on in my team, and second of all, I know it's making a difference for people out there in the team to be seen and be heard, and people notice what they're doing. With the reports, I also keep track of my unpaids. There are always people get new credit cards, they get new bank accounts and so on, and I want to keep my unpaids as low as possible. So I always keep track also on that part. And sometimes I nudge people in the team like, you need to work on your unpaids, dear, because it's growing and you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that the customers are constantly are paying the installments and keep so that the orders are coming through nicely on time, so they don't run out of products until they get the next order. I use Penny a lot. I love Penny. And if you're not using Penny, I would definitely encourage you to start using that, because that program has helped me a lot, keeping even more track of who do I need to talk to, and so that I can always, no matter where I am, if I'm from my phone or my computer, I know exactly who to reach out to and follow up with, so that I don't forget people, because we are talking to a lot of people. We can't remember those names. So you need to keep track, and I use Penny for that as much as possible. I empty it every single day. That's a part of my DMO. And then I am available for the team to jump on calls or voice noting if they're having any trouble. So I make sure that I'm available for people, and then I make sure to have fun. And that could be also just exercising. I love doing exercise. I love sharing that as well, because I think that's an important part of doing the business as well. Being healthy in many ways, and inspire people to exercise and to be physical and put great nutrition into the body. And those are my DMO. That is what I do. That is what I focus on, and then I keep posting about it and sharing, and people are inspired about it. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again, but that's okay. That's why people, they feel that they know me. They feel that they get inspired. They know, they can see what they need to do to get in great shape and to have a great energy. And so I just showcase who I am and what I do.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Mona. I really love when we hear from people's like daily routine, because there's so many of the same things that come up, like with the consistency and other things as well, like the morning routine and everything. And I think it just solidifies it when we hear it so often from so many different people who are doing so well in the business. This is what actually works, being consistent day in, day out. I love that you said about the morning routine and the journaling. I'm obsessed with journaling and the videos in the morning. I think it's so important to set yourself up with that as well. And I love that you gave us a nudge towards Penny as well, because I was really utilising that and I haven't for a while. So thank you for that reminder, because it is a really lovely way to keep track. Guys, if you want to pop your top takeaways from Mona's presentation in the comments, that would be lovely. Oh, and I also love that you came to Juice Plus to sell them a printer, and then you left with a jar. Mona, have you got a special guest speaker for us?
The what, sorry?
Have you got a guest speaker for us? No.
No,
that's absolutely fine.
I was supposed to have a guest speaker.
No, it's absolutely fine. Sometimes people bring on a team member at the end of their presentation, but that's absolutely fine. No worries. You was amazing, Mona. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you coming on this morning. Thank you. So we are going to move. Oh, sorry, we've got Sue messaged and said apologies for this morning. She was on the call. There was just an issue with technology, as there is sometimes. We couldn't hear her or see her, but she was here, so we're glad Sue's okay. She's on the call. There's no need for us to panic. So our next speaker this morning is Geoff Montague-Smith. He is an executive marketing director. Geoff is a registered osteopath and is the founder of the Atman Clinic in Tunbridge Wells in Kent. He also sees patients from his London practice in the city. He practices integrated osteopathic medicine, combining many different complementary medical methods and naturopathic principles. He teaches internationally and is often invited to speak on international conferences. He has a special interest in bioenergetic medicine and the body-mind-spirit connection. Geoffrey recommends Juice Plus to all of his patients and is one of the 4 foundational pillars of health. Geoff, every single time I read your bio, I think concentrate, Sara. There's so many long words in there and I get really muddled up, but we're really excited to welcome you to the call. Geoff today is going to be talking to us about working the marketing plan.
You know, so what I can tell you is that every single time you read that mouthful, you get it more and more right. So well done. Guys, I hope you can hear me okay. I'm speaking from my hotel room in Dubai. I literally just landed. So it just shows you can do this business from all around the world. I'm just approaching this month, I'll be 13 years with Juice Plus. And Juice Plus has given me so much freedom to say yes to things that I'm passionate about. I love what I do professionally. I've been invited to set up a very big clinic over here and a teaching academy. That will be a big change. It's been a long time in the planning. It would not be possible had we not had our business with Juice Plus. because it frees you from the daily grind. It frees you from the need to show up, to go to work, to earn money. When you have that passive, genuine passive income coming from the Juice Plus company as a direct result of building a user network for our products, you can say yes to the things that you're passionate about. You know, it's about finding your passion and working into it. And so I'm so blessed to be a part-time IMD with the business. James has asked me to speak about the marketing plan. It's a 1-hour training condensed into 10 minutes. So I'm going to do my very best for you. He always lays down the gauntlet. Hopefully I'm equal to it. So I've got a few slides. Let me just share my screen. First of all, what we want to do is we want to go to the Juice Plus Hub. Wait a minute, let me just get to here where we can see all of this. Right, if you go into your Juice Plus Hub, you can, does everybody know the Juice Plus Hub, first of all? Can you put that in the chat? Do you know about your hub, first of all, yes or no? Have you been into the hub and gone through it all relative to your country? Great. It's a great place to find what you need. Now, the resources are all here. You pick your country, you go in, and some people are saying, no, haven't got a clue. You go in and you click on resources, you go to your country. I'm getting a bit lost with all these tabs that are open here. But essentially for us, we go to the United Kingdom. I hope you can see all of this well enough. You would go to the compensation plan. Let me get this bar out of the way. There we go. Right. Juice Plus Business. We're looking for the compensation plan, and there it is. Now, if you have not read the compensation plan cover to cover, who's read the compensation plan cover to cover? Yes or no? Pop that in the chat. Who's really familiar with it? Good, we're getting a few no's. What I'm going to recommend to you guys is that you go in and you look at that document, and based on what I'm going to tell you now, you'll have a much better understanding of the opportunity that we have. The marketing plan is just that. It's a roadmap to a successful business. We are in the marketing business. We do have to recommend Juice Plus to people. We do have to find customers. So the word marketing is appropriate. I mean, they call it the compensation plan now. It was always called the marketing plan because we're in the business of marketing. We're face-to-face marketing. We're group marketing. We're online marketing. Whichever way you choose to do it, we're trying to find a customer for the company. And we're trying to educate the customer so that when they understand the gold that they've got in their hands with these Juice Plus capsules, they will stay on that product for life, and they will educate their family about the benefits, and they will go on to educate their friends. And that's how we create a user network. There is also the plan aspect. The compensation plan or marketing plan is a plan to show you how to get to build a successful business that will pay you for the long term. I've been so distracted with other things over the last few years. I actually haven't actively built my business for probably the last 2 years to 18 months. And it's still paying because we did a really good job in the early days of educating our people well and growing an amazing team. So you're going to hear from Chloe in a minute. You're going to hear from Sara. These are some of the key people in the team. And, you know, with or without me, they're going forwards. So let's just take a good look and we can go through everything. Now, let me just go back. Sorry, I'll just skip there. Wait a minute. How do I go back here? Sorry, guys. I'm going to go back to the beginning. Let me just start again. Right. There we go. When you look at this document, I want you to read it carefully because it's going to tell you exactly how to structure your business. You're going to get a roadmap to success. And the glossary will make you very familiar with the terms that we use. We have a lot of different terms which you need to get familiar with. When you look at what you can do with Juice Plus, there are multiple different ways to earn money. So if you've got the opportunity to spend some time, focus, and fit this in around your busy lifestyle, you can grow something that can become a replacement for what you do. If you don't currently love your job, this is something that you can do to sack your boss. There are 7 different ways we can make money, and it's summarized here. But if you look there, you can see there's a direct opportunity to make sales and make a profit. There are promotional bonuses for hitting positions. We get commissions on sales done in our teams based on how well we are teaching others. We have a performance bonus or a royalty on our group. We have an opportunity to bring others to the same position of sales coordinator, which is our goal ultimately, and to get paid on the businesses that they are managing. And then we have an expense allowance, a business investment bonus, which pays us to build our business locally and internationally. You don't have to submit receipts. And then there's a nice little bonus for health insurance when you get to certain positions. All of this is laid out. We'll focus on the first 3 or 4 sections here. Now, let me just hide this thing here. Sorry, I just want to get out of this. There we go. When you go into your online office and you get your sales link for your replicated sales page, you can share that with people and you can educate them about Juice Plus. And you have an online portal to connect customers to the company. And anytime someone buys through your link, you get an immediate 10% sales profit. You can have an unlimited number of customers. You've got an exceptional range of whole food nutritional products, which we've spoken about. And every time that customer reorders because they're loving the products, there's a repeat sale that is built in. So not only do you get paid once for finding a customer, you get paid for the lifetime of that customer. Do not underestimate that. We've got people taking Juice Plus. I recommended 13 years ago that people should take Juice Plus, and they're still ordering Juice Plus, and I'm getting paid passively every single month. The repeat sales aspect of this business is phenomenal. That's what drives growth. And, you know, there are very, very few businesses that have this baked in. Now, you can see here when you look at the different products, what you make every time you find a customer. So go to these charts, analyze it if you haven't done it, and you can figure out, you know, look, if you find a premium blend customer, you're immediately making £23.50 for that order that they place. Now, as you build your businesses, as you find customers, and as you find team members, you're going to hit certain volumes, which is called product volume, PV, and you are going to be paid bonuses for hitting those volumes. So as you start to build your business, you're going to be incentivized to grow the business in a very structured way, and your upline will teach you how to do it. And as you find customers, you're going to build volume, and you're going to start to go up through the ranks. Now, the first few ranks, if you're new to this, you will all join as a partner. Your ultimate goal in the very first sort of, you could say, year of doing this business would be to build a very strong sales coordinator business. You can get there very quickly with structured effort, but at the level of sales coordinator, we're getting paid the most for our activity as it relates to building customers and a small team. Now, the bonuses that we attract with each promotion are extensive. When I hit IMD and my wife in the same month hit QNMD, we had a huge cash bonus. I'm not going to lie, it was amazing. The total amount of bonuses that you can make for going up through this incredible marketing plan are nearly £120,000. Those are non-time limited cash bonuses. Understand the nature of that and understand that there's no hurry. You can do it as fast or as slow as you like. Now, what you do have to do is you have to build a strong business to qualify for the bonuses. But if you build it strong, if you build it stable and it's well structured, your business will automatically reconfirm the volumes so that you hit the bonuses without too much effort. That's the key, because you want to focus on structure and you want to focus on solidity before you get too excited about just, doing a quick sprint to hit the bonus volume and then find that you're not making it next month. You need to take guidance about how to do that correctly. Now, the other thing that's really exciting is that we get to build teams and we get paid commissions on the product sales that are going on in our teams. And I look at this as a teaching bonus. So as we move up through the plan and as we go to, partner to partner plus to senior partner, not only do we get more commission on our own product, but we also get paid to help others. So as we go through the process, as we get to the position of partner plus, there's an immediate 4% extra on our own orders, and we're going to get paid 4% to work with any partners that we bring into the business. If we get to the next position, we're then going to have the senior partner 3% commission. So now there's a 7% commission on our own products. And we're now getting paid to build our team. And as we get to the sales coordinator position, there's another 3%. So there's a 10% commission percentage in total. That's what's on the table. So with the retail 10%, and you could say the training commission's 10%, we have a total of 20% available to us as sales coordinators with the product sales that we make. Now, if you're a sales coordinator, and that's the first position you want to aim for, if you bring a partner into the business, the company will pay you 10% of the volume that partner does to teach that partner how to grow their business. This is a very worthwhile effort. Now, as that person grows, with your help, they go to Partner Plus. They might have a few partners in their business. They're going to get paid the 4% that's on the table for those people to teach the partners what they learn from you. And you're going to get paid 6% to supervise that process. You're a sales coordinator. You're coordinating the process. And because you still have a lot to teach these guys, the company will reward you with 6% of the business volume down here. Now, your team is going to grow. These guys are going to get promoted. So the Partner Plus will become a senior partner. They're going to have Partner Plus and partners in their team. They're getting paid to teach these guys. And you're getting paid 3% to coordinate that process. So you can see as we take somebody from partner to Partner Plus to senior partner, we're constantly being rewarded when we have something to teach someone. So that's the way to look at the commissions. Not only are we getting more discount on our own product orders and more commission on our customer orders, but we're also getting paid to train and to teach those members of our team. We're getting paid to build a user network. We're getting paid to build an organization. Now, here you can see all the charts. If you go into the document, analyze it, study it, and you can see all the different commissions. But, essentially, the 10% sales profit, as you saw earlier, is £23.50 for a premium. As soon as you get to sales coordinator, it's £47 for each sale. Where would you rather be? You want to be at sales coordinator. It makes no sense not to work to get there. Now, we also then have a royalty or a performance bonus on the team that we build. So this explains that really carefully. You have to be qualified for this. The first thing you have to do is get to senior partner and become PB qualified, which means performance bonus qualified. And to do that, you need to do 1,250 product volume points each month. And the volume that contributes to that is the volume that comes from your own customer orders as well as your order, any partner orders and any Partner Plus orders that are in your team. So that gets you qualified for the royalty on your entire organization. And that is the biggest part of my check. We've created a very large global user network. And because I'm qualified, I think I've been qualified for PB for most of the 13 years that I've been involved. I've never, ever missed a month. And that's really the goal that you need to get to. So the commissions that we get for the royalty are between 2% and let's call it 3%. And that really is going to be the biggest part of your check as you develop a mature and stable business. This is like a royalty. This is your beach money. This is the passive money that you get once you've done your job of teaching an organization how this very, very straightforward and simple business works. There's also an incentive to, if you're a sales coordinator now, and you know, the mandate here is to become a sales coordinator and then grow more sales coordinator businesses. That's pretty much what the marketing plan tells us to do. Get to SC and then build 5 SC lines. If you can do that, you'll be a huge success in the business. So we're incentivized to build sales coordinator businesses. Now, you saw earlier that if you're an SC and you're working with a senior partner, you're getting paid 3% on the volume in that business. So you might argue, well, look, I don't want that guy to get to sales coordinator because then my 3% goes away. Well, that's not the case, because the company recognize that if you can get somebody to the same level as you, you're going to not get the teaching bonus anymore in terms of commission, but they're going to replace that with what's called promote out bonus. They're going to reward you for promoting someone to the same level as you. Now, you don't have anything to teach them anymore necessarily because they're at the same level as you are, and now they're looking after their team, but you're going to get 3% of that volume subject to qualification. Now, look, how many sales coordinators do you want to build? There's no limit. So this is really where the strength comes in a mature business. All the details are in here. Please read it. Those of us that become qualified for this next level of incentive, the company are going to recognize when you get to certain leadership positions that you are going to be spending money on building your team. You're going to have tools that you need to provide them with. There's going to be expense involved. So, you know, if you're running meetings, renting hotel rooms, traveling, so you have an expense account at your disposal. And that has been so, and do not go out and buy Gucci handbags with this, okay? Reinvest it in your business. That's the nature of what this is. Now, the other thing, finally, the 7th area is they give us a really nice £85 a month contribution towards private health insurance. So this is a really nice perk for the NMD and above. Now, we've got lots of earning opportunities. Your Juice Plus journey starts when you decide to get committed, not when you sign up. You know, make a promise to yourself to just get committed, consistent, learn about the products, learn about the benefits, really study the compensation plan, because all that you need to know is in there, and then become teachable. You know, we've got a stepped plan to success. Everybody can get to the top positions in this business. There's plenty of room at the top. We've got the vehicle for you. And, you know, there's such a need for our products in the world right now. If you haven't seen the need for our products right now, you must be asleep, because there is a health crisis surrounding all of us. And lots of people are looking for products like this. And we've also got an opportunity to market Tower Garden. Here is the earning potential with Tower Garden for people who want to grow their own produce at home. Guys, let's get more plant foods into people. Let's give them what they need to maintain and sustain their health. And let's change the health of everybody. And also let's change, you could say, the financial health of the people that we love and the people that we want to work with. So hopefully in 10 minutes, that's done a reasonable job of presenting what we've got. Not an easy task. I'm just going to very quickly hand over to Sara Hunt, who is one of our team members. And then after that, we're going to hear from Chloe. Sara is going to speak on behalf of our team, Team Atman, Chloe didn't find someone to talk, so Sarah's going to have maybe just 6 minutes instead of 3, perhaps. Anyway, Sarah, if you're on, I'll hand over to you. Love to hear from you, and thanks everybody. And James, thanks for the invite. It's always a pleasure to contribute to these calls.
Hi everyone, my name's Sarah. Thanks Geoff for asking me to speak on today's call. You're always such an inspiration, and after knowing you for 4.5 years now, you always teach me something new. So yeah, I hope a lot of you got something out of that. So yeah, my name's Sarah. I've been in the business 4.5 years. I'm a full-time working mum to 2 children, PA to managing director for a house builder. And single working mum as well, so it's just myself. So yeah, I joined the business one because I had been taking the shakes one of our products, and then was being introduced to the capsules as well, but thought, oh, I can't afford those, just 2 young kids, don't have the time to take it all in. Little did I know that, spending £8 on a bottle of wine each night was a lot more than £2.30 for, 30 varieties of fruit and veg going into my system, which is obviously what I needed to be able to cope with young children, instead of the bottle of wine. But, at the time when you're amongst it, you just, you're not thinking straight. So I went along to a salad in a jar party, and that is where I met Nikki Tolson, who is on the call, and who is an EMD in the business, and she could see that I was interested in joining the business. I was going to Thailand that year for my 40th, and just needed some extra money, so I was thinking about going around to the local corner shop and working there after put the kids down, because I was still with my husband at the time, or co-op or whatever after working all day. But then the more I got speaking to Nikki, she was like, you can do this business from home, in the comfort of your own home. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not a salesy person. And she said, well, do you like talking? And I said, yes. No, first she said, can you talk? And I said, yes. And then she said, well, do you like talking? And I said, yes. Anyone that knows me knows that I don't shut up. So she's like, you can do it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know anything about health and nutrition. She said, you don't need to, that's what we're here for. We teach you everything. And I was like, yeah, but I can't sell ice to an Eskimo, I wouldn't be able to do that. And she was like, doesn't matter. We give you all the tools and resources that you need. And, we'll hold your hand every step of the way. So literally went home and signed up that night. I think I must have been the easiest sign up ever. None of this, talking and trying to convince people for months on end. And then that's when I met Chloe, who's not my direct upline, but second one up. And then obviously her upline, Geoff. And then Nikki is Geoff's upline. So, from there, I've made some amazing friends. The conferences, I've not missed one since I've joined. And seriously, if you are affiliated with the business, then get yourself to conference, because you will walk away feeling so inspired, so passionate about the company and the product, and yeah, you just never look back. And then obviously afterwards we have a massive party, so it's really inspirational during the day, learning things that you don't know about the business and the products, and then just a fun time in the evening. So yeah, after I joined, or after I started taking the capsules, I obviously got my children onto the chewables. And my daughter for 6 years had a relentless, suffered all winter long with a terrible cough, coughing constantly, runny nose, coughing so much to the point of throwing up. So it was just horrible. And then literally the first winter that she was on the chewables, she was completely symptom-free, which was just, amazing. Just something that I wish I knew sooner. And so, yeah, it had a massive, impact the products have with my family. One, for that reason, for my daughter. And then secondly, it gave me the energy, the capsules, to start working out. And then from there, getting up and doing a 30-minute, workout with James Knight, who was also affiliated with Juice Plus, and is, an online PT. I lost 10 kilos. So, every summer I'm wanting to look my best and get rid of the baby fat. It, finally went. And that's because the capsules with the extra nutrition gave me the energy to work out, to focus on me, and doing the intermittent cleanses as well. That every time I do them, I lose about 2 kilos and I'm bouncing off the walls. I'm a better mum. I'm more patient. I've got no brain fog and just, huge mental clarity. So, you don't have to do them all the time. Just if you, have a team of people to do them with, it's always good because you're there supporting each other throughout it. So, yeah, these 10-day cleanses with the help of the capsules and the shakes, definitely are worthwhile. And yeah, so another reason I joined the business is because my eldest daughter has special needs. And so, having a very intense job as a PA to the managing director and very challenging, behavior from my daughter, I just needed an escapism. I just needed something for me, something that wasn't work, something that wasn't the children, and just, something I could get my teeth stuck into that I felt passionate about. And that's what Juice Plus, has done for me. I've met amazing people through it. I've had a massive transformation. And, the side income is something that, helps me month to month. And I probably wouldn't have been able to split up with my husband without it. Not saying that, if anyone's thinking about it, go do it. But, it is that extra income that is lacking, because of that. So, there's just so many pluses, and all you have to do is say yes. Just that. That's how simple it is. And then from there, your team will support you, and you'll just be the best version of yourself. You just won't look back. So I don't know how long that has been, Geoff.
Amazing, Sarah. Thank you so much. That was absolutely incredible. And I can relate to so much of your story. I think so many people on the call can relate to so much of your story, being a busy mum, needing the extra energy, vitamins for your children, capsules over wine, get to the conference. Yeah, no, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. And thank you to Geoff. That was amazing. I think it's really nice, just the way you break it down and you make it really simple and really understandable, and absolutely amazing. So thank you very much. And I am now going to hand over to James, who is going to be hosting the rest of the call.
Yeah, hi everyone, and thank you, Sara, so much. You are so fantastic, and it's just absolutely wonderful to have you back on. So thank you so much, and thank you, Sara. That was super inspiring. I mean, it's just amazing how we have so many different people with so many great experiences with Juice Plus, not just the product, but also with the company. So thank you so much for coming on. Geoff, that was absolutely awesome. Amazing that you've just arrived in Dubai and that you came on, and it's tremendous. And I think the interesting thing about the marketing plan, if I may just say very quickly, is that, I mean, a lot of figures, and Geoff did such a good job in presenting that. But the thing is that we've got to know how to explain to people how they make money with this. We have to. And I always remember my sponsor, Bob Burdick, always would show new people how to make money. He would literally draw out the marketing plan in front of them and explain all the percentages. So, if we get ourselves excited about the percentages and the marketing plan, which is absolutely awesome, we can get other people excited too. Good. All right. Well, let's move straight on. And I've got to tell you, I'm so excited that we've literally got 104 people on. Last month, which was absolutely an incredible epic call, the numbers were a little bit lower, and I was thinking, oh, maybe people have lost the appetite so much for the coffee success training. But we're way back up there again. And so it's very exciting. I think everybody's back from the holidays and they're wanting to get cracking on everything. Great. So it's my pleasure now to take us through the last hour of the call. So just to say, I've been with the company for well, a long time. I think it's, gosh, I mean, I think it's 35 years. Can you imagine it? 35 years. Anyway, amazing. I never intended to stay, but I couldn't. How could I get away after what we found here? You probably could are feeling the same thing. So I'm going to introduce to you now the most fantastic speakers. So so this person, I'm going to introduce you now, Chloe, and Chloe's going to talk about mindset. Now, this is so important, not just for the business, but for life. And Chloe is, I think, a really fantastic person to talk about this. I mean, she's really, really incredible. So let me just tell you a little bit about her bio. So Chloe's journey with well-being, nutrition and self-care began in 2013, so 10 years ago, after suffering with hormone imbalances and aggressive acne for 20 years. You never know that seeing her today, but there we go. Following a recommendation to use our amazing capsules whilst pregnant from our health practitioner, Geoff Montague-Smith, she's never looked back. Chloe is a busy mum to 2 young boys, and now as a QNMD and 7 years with the company. She has a global capsule-based business. Imagine that, a global business with Juice Plus, and is on a mission to help other busy, overwhelmed and exhausted people to look and feel at their very best again in a simple, effective, fuss-free way. So everybody, big welcome to the Zoom stage to Chloe Myers. Chloe.
Thank you, James. Look forward to seeing you in Brighton. And yeah, thank you, Sarah. It's so lovely to have such an amazing team. And Sarah's been by my side for the last 4 years, and she's always the last one with me at the bar at convention as well, and on the dance floor. So along with Geoff, of course, as well. And you're really lucky that Geoff is on the call today. I mean, he's an absolute hero in my eyes because of how he introduced the products to me when I was miscarrying my son. I'd had this acne for 20 years. I'd spent tens of thousands of pounds probably over 20 years trying to fix my face. And then just introducing fruit and veg to nourish my baby turned my whole life around, really. So a lot to thank Geoff for. And the first customer I had was my mum, because within 2 weeks of taking the capsules, she had a hemorrhage. She's got blood cancer. And I walked into the hospital and I said, when you come out, you're going to see Geoff and you're going to go on these capsules that he does, and we're going to get you healthy. And so, of course, she said, well, if I do it, Dad's got to do it. And so it's been, what, 10, 11 years now, and Mum's doing amazing. So I'm passionate about these capsules, and I have a capsule-based business. I've just seen I'm #1 this month in the UK as well, so which is nice. So yeah, I just share it with everybody, really. And people say, well, who can you help? I said, if you breathe oxygen, you probably should be looking at these capsules, because I don't know anyone that can do 10 or more portions a day. So it's really important. Just to give you a gist on how Geoff helped me, and I hope this works because of my background, but this was my face for 20 years. So yeah, and I'd get blood poisoning and things like that. So yeah, very passionate about them. So I'm here to talk about mindset. I'm aware I've got sort of 10 minutes or so. And I think the key thing based on my story and stuff is that you've got to have enough skin in the game as to why you're doing this business. It's not enough, because you only pay £50 to join up. I think people treat it like a £50 opportunity. And Geoff always said, don't treat it as £50, treat it as £50,000. And as somebody that's earned way more than that in this business, as a stay-at-home mum, please do treat it as a £50,000 opportunity and show up to it every day. But you've got to have the skin in the game. You can't just be like, oh, well, maybe I can make a little bit of money here. You've got to understand your why. I'll never stop taking these products. I mean, I think I missed 3 days and I got spots galore. So, I'll always have acne, but the capsules keep my inflammation down well enough that my skin looks healthy now. So, I'll never stop taking the products, but then why would you stop doing the perfect job listing in history? I mean, if you think about how this job could be advertised, it's like, okay, so you get to choose when you work, where you work. You can work as much or as little as you like. And all you've got to do really is reach out to a couple of people every day, have a conversation with them, ask how they are, follow up with them, send them some information. And at the same time, maybe show them how they could also earn some income from this. And in turn, you'll get to travel the world, you'll get to meet amazing people, and you'll get to build an income that could 10x your everyday income if you build it over time. I mean, I don't understand why people teeter on the edge over a £50 opportunity that that could literally transform their life. You heard from Sara, and I know Sara very, very well, and what the business has done for her. It's life-changing, and she's done it super part-time. And I think that's really important to think about. So really understand your why and why you would never quit. I wouldn't quit this business. And because I've got very deep whys as to why I'm doing it, and it's not about me, it's about my family, it's about my children, it's about the people that I've met, it's Geoff, my mentor, you know, things like that. So have enough skin in the game to do this. And I think the reason people quit and stuff is we do live in a microwave society. You know, it's all about like, let's get like, I want to lose a stone in 4 days before my wedding. It's like, oh my God, get a grip, people. Like, all good things take time. And to do things right, you need to take the time to do it. If you think about the job you're in now, how much did you have to do to get there? Like, I think about the job I had sort of up to when I was about 30, when I retired from working in an office and got to live life on my own terms. But to get there, I had to go to school for up until I was 18, and I went to a grammar school after that. So I had to sit a lot of exams and do all the loads of homework. Then after that, I went to university and I got a degree for 3 years. And then I went and did loads of CVs and job applications and got turned down and sat loads of interviews, and then did one job and then another job. And then I commuted for up to 4 hours a day to London. And then I was always learning. And then I was going for promotions to get to a job that really didn't pay that great. The only bonus I ever got working was £300. And I've earned, my last bonus was £3,500 from Juice Plus. So, you know, think about what you've done to get to where you are now, how much time it's taken to become a doctor, to become an architect, a vet. You've got to study like 5, 6, 7 years at degree level. And yet for this business, it's like, oh, I've got to go on a call for an hour once a month, or oh, I've got to go on a training for half an hour this week. It's like, it's an odd mentality to me, because I just think, well, if you want to be good at something, you've got to put the time in. And I think people are waiting they're going to join, and then in 6 months, they're going to be on £5,000 a month and they're going to be leading. It doesn't work like that. You know, you've got to be prepared to make mistakes. You've got to be prepared to be crap for long enough to actually be good. And I think about the first conversations I had with people, it actually makes my skin crawl. Like, I literally vomited Juice Plus. If they went, so what are those pills then? I was like, oh, here we go. And I would just vomit this business and the products over people. And I'd see them sort of backing away. And it makes me cringe now, because I've obviously do things very differently. But I was crap, really crap. And then when I got my first teammate, I was probably really crap at that as well. And I still doubt myself over that. I'm not a natural team leader. Find it quite uncomfortable. So I'm always learning stuff, trying to learn from other leaders. I've done mentoring with different people who are really successful in the industry, just try and get things right. And I network a lot as well. I've networked with 140 people this week. So I've joined a networking business, networking group basically, and I've met over 140 people this week, and I've had like so many business cards, but they're all successful in their own rights, doing their own businesses, and you learn a lot from other people. So surround yourself with successful people. That's the only way you're going to be successful. And I find that the people who are very successful are the ones that don't judge, and the ones that don't talk about you behind your back. It's the people who are probably a little bit jealous, or, you know, I know like I had it with some of my best girlfriends, and they were really snipey about me doing this business, and they've never supported me, and they still don't now. We've just had to draw a line under it. But if I'd quit when they said it, oh my God, I think of what I would have lost in the last 8 years if I'd left when they gave me negativity. But the people who are very successful never give me negativity. They cheer you on. So make sure that you're surrounding yourself with good, positive people, because energies are contagious. And if you're around toxic, negative people, guess what? You know, so that's really, really important. We're not in an overnight fling. We're in a marriage with this business. The grass is only green where you water it. I think, again, I think modern day society, we're like little magpies. We're looking for little shiny objects, and we hop and chop from one thing to another. I want to be an oak tree. I want to stay in one place with my roots going deep. I don't, what is it, Geoff, the eucalyptus or something? I don't want to be something that the slightest gust of wind and you blow over. And I think there's a lot of people jumping from business to business to business in this industry. And that's of no appeal to me at all, because, you know, when you're in a marriage, you're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have good times, rubbish times, boring times, exciting times, and all the challenges that come with it. But you're in it for the long run. And I think, you know, I think that's important, which is why for me, You know, I can safely say I wouldn't ever go to any other business. I'm not interested in that. If I wasn't in Juice Plus, I wouldn't be in this industry at all. And that's because I'm fully committed. I don't believe there's a better product in the world that compares with what we've got. And I don't think there's a better compensation plan as well, because whilst we don't pay a lot up front, if you stay in it long term and you build proper roots, then this business will always reward you where other businesses won't. So I think that's really, really important. So do the work, learn the skills, be prepared to be crap, be prepared to make mistakes, be prepared to fail your way forward. That's the only way you're going to get good. So don't come in thinking it's all going to be great and easy, because then you will burn out really quick. The other thing as well is flip your mindset. So many people come in with the have, do, be mindset. So when I've got the energy, then I'll go to the gym and then I'll get really healthy. When I've got the time, then I'll put the time into my business and do some work on it, and then I'll be successful. It's all wrong. Being committed is doing something way after the mood you set it in has gone. Like, I said yes 8 years ago. That day that I said yes was the most excited I'll probably ever be in the business, because I saw the vision, and it was like, oh my God, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I've been in it 8 years. Like, Geoff knows the amount of times I've said on the phone, I quit, I've had enough. And then he's like, that's fine, darling, off you go, and sign back up tomorrow. I'm like, okay. You know, if you're going to be successful, there'll be moments where you're like, oh my God, it's so frustrating. How often do you feel that as a parent, as a partner, as an employee? Like, oh, forget it, I give up. And then the next day, like, hi, I'm back. You know, you're going to have moments like that, but you have to be committed. So we've got to flip it, and you've got to go to be, do, to have. You know, when I prioritize my health or my business, and then I do the actions, then I can have the good health, then I can have the energy, then I can have the extra income to pay for this, then I can do that. So we've got to be prepared to do the work first, to then have what we want, instead of the having mentality. In order to be our best, we have to flip that around. And I think people come in with that wrong mentality, whether it's born into us through education or through parenting or through jobs and stuff. We have to be entrepreneur in our mindset. We have to be committed, and we have to think that the actions come first, the mindset comes first, then the actions, in order to get the success. It's not the other way around. I don't want to go over. And I know Sarah's talked for both of us. So I have got others on the call, but they're all in pajamas juggling kids. One of them's laying a floor. And I was like, can you talk? She's like, I'm laying a floor in my pajamas. I was like, okay, don't worry. So, yeah.
Chloe, absolutely fantastic. I mean, I think you encapsulated so well the whole attitude that we need to have to be successful. And what a story you have. What an extraordinary,
game changer.
Very, 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 very impressive. So, well, look, thank you so much. Thank you for, you know, a really, really very honest and candid view on everything to do with the business and what we need and to be. And of course, you know, we all admire Geoff so much, and thank you, Geoff, for everything that you've done with Chloe and everyone. So amazing. Good. All right. Well, look, let's just move on now. And it's my great pleasure, and I'm not absolutely sure if she's on, but I think she is. But I'm now going to introduce to you our next speaker. And Erin is like a sort of ball of energy. And, you know, I know her really through our London events. And those are always absolutely incredible. We've got another one coming up on September the 16th. And I'm going to introduce you to Erin, and she's going to talk to us about why she's so passionate about the Juice Plus company. So Erin, she is a mum of 3, originally from Australia, and a TV journalist with Sky News. I found the opportunity by chance 5 years ago and thought it seemed like a fun way to get healthy and be more than a mum while on maternity leave. It sounds good. I love everything about the opportunity, especially the fact it allows busy mums like myself to have goals and fulfill ambitions in a flexible way so that we can work around our families, not away from them. I built a fabulous team in several countries and so excited to help them all get whatever they want from the opportunity. And they are called the Vibe Tribe. So everybody, let's just give a big Zoom welcome. Welcome to the stage, Erin Matilda O'Toole. Erin, are you there?
I am, and I love the way you always use my middle name.
See, do you know, it's really, really funny that some people, I mean, Mona, by the way, I think Mona's gone now, but Mona's got 4 names. You know, and I was like, right, okay, this is an interesting one, you know. So yeah, so that is Matilda, Erin Matilda O'Toole. That's it.
Yes, Waltzing Matilda. So hi everybody. I'm so excited to speak on the call. This is one of my favorite calls. I absolutely love it, and I'm always really honored when I get to come on and talk to you beautiful people. I always see your faces on the screen, and it just fills my cup back up. So thank you so much for having me, James. And I'm very excited about London. 16th of September, guys. I'm just going to do a shameless plug. If you can get to London on the 16th of September, I promise you, you will not regret it. We are planning a weekend and an event like no other. It is going to be jam-packed with people giving top tips. And I'm going to pull all of those tips together and put it in a PDF. Still not sure how I'm going to do it, but don't worry, I'll make it happen. So you're going to go home with that PDF, and I'm talking scripts, I'm talking notes, I'm talking you won't have to be taking photos of anything. You can just concentrate on being in the room, soaking up the energy and atmosphere. We're also going to do lots of little things so you can get great content and photos and videos. Just, yeah, it's going to be super special. So please reach out if you haven't got your ticket yet. It's £10 and guests can come for free. So, right, now I'm going to talk about what I'm actually here to talk about. So, I don't really need to share with you anything about why we're passionate about Juice Plus, because I feel like everyone who's just spoken has done it for me. Like, you guys have done my job for me. That is why we're passionate about Juice Plus. And I'm not being funny, but if you're not passionate about Juice Plus, then you're in the wrong room. Because if maybe you've had a wobble and you were starting to think, oh, am I passionate about this? Is this really what I want to be doing? Then listening to people like you have done this morning, it just makes you go, whoa. Like I just had to run out to make a quick uplift. And I just saw my mum as I was running through, and she was saying, oh, I'm going to make a shake. And I was like, excellent. And I was like, I've just seen this video and you've got to start doubling up your omegas. You know, and I just shouted it at her as I ran past, because she obviously takes all of the products. But I was like, just from hearing Dr. Mitra, I was like, oh my God, you know, it just reinforces what we've got. And I'm not going to lie, guys, there has been times where I've wondered where I'm at. What am I doing with this? Okay. And that's why it's so important to get on calls like this, because it reinforces that passion. So I truly believe you need to be passionate about anything to be successful in it, or to even to enjoy it. Because what is success? I always struggle with this idea of success. You know, I think that sometimes is a label. You know, who determines success? Is it money? How much money you're making? Is it your status, your social status? Is it your title? Like, is that all we're going to judge on whether or not someone is a success or not? And I personally don't think so. So I think that to enjoy something is to be successful in it, right? To get fulfillment from it, to get benefits from it, is to be successful. And I do believe you have to be passionate about whatever that is. And we've all had times, right, where we've maybe become not so passionate about something, someone. Okay, it's really hard to fake it, is it not? It's really hard to fake it. So I do think it's very important for you to realize that if you're going to be successful with your Juice Plus business, and if you're going to enjoy it to the maximum, you have to find that passion. And sometimes we do have to find that passion. Sometimes it's not always there presenting to us, because I think sometimes passion goes when stress comes in. You know, passion goes when life gets too much, when we're not feeling good about ourselves, when maybe our energy is decreased, when we're not feeling confident. All of that can affect our passion. And I think if we start to realize why we're not feeling passionate about our business, then we can go backwards and fix the root cause. Because I think sometimes we tend to go, oh, well, I'm not feeling passionate about this. This must mean that I should quit. I'm not feeling into this right now. This must mean that I'm not going to be great at this. I should give it up. But actually, if we trace the steps back, maybe it's you're tired. Maybe you've had a lot going on. Maybe you've had to, go through something. Maybe you've got demands on you. Maybe you've got no time. Maybe you've neglected your health. Maybe you've neglected your body. Maybe you're not putting the right things in. Maybe you're drinking too much. Maybe you're not surrounded by good people. All of these things can affect our passion. And so without even realizing that, you might be throwing away something when it's not even that's the problem. So I'm going to get really real with you guys, okay? Really real. And I always feel like I can on these calls because you guys are just my type of people, okay? So I went through something kind of really stressful over the last few months, and it did bring up a lot of past trauma that I hadn't dealt with, okay? And what I found was my passion for everything just started to go. I just could not find a passion for anything. And of course, that affects my business, right? Because even though you show up, okay, and I will never not show up, even though you show up, you're not really showing up in the same authentic way. You're not. You might be doing the voice note, but your heart's not in it. You might be helping your team or being on a call, but the voice in your head is being so negative that you might be smiling and you might be saying everything's great, but the voice inside of you is like, this is shit. Actually, I shouldn't swear. Sorry, there's probably children on the call. This is rubbish. What are you doing? This is wasting your time. You're a failure, right? So what's going in here might not be what people are seeing out here. And that's what I was doing. I was dealing with so much emotion and so much processing that my energy, even though it was there, it wasn't there. Okay. And I had to get really real with myself. And I had to actually think, is this what I want to do? Like, is this fulfilling me, or is this just compounding how I'm feeling? And I actually went back and thought about, why am I actually passionate about Juice Plus? Because I think for the last year, I've probably been telling myself why I am. And I realized I'm passionate about it because this gives people hope. Okay. Juice Plus gives people hope. It gives people hope that they can improve their health. It gives people hope that they can improve their bodies if they're feeling self-conscious, or if they're feeling like they're not happy with where they're at in a physical sense. It gives people hope that they can improve their circumstances if they're in a difficult position. It gives people hope that they can make more money and get themselves out of debt or out of a tough position financially. It gives people hope that they can have more fun, more friendship, connect with people. And I truly believe that hope is one of the most essential components to human life. And I know that because what lots of people don't know about me is I grew up in a beautiful, amazing, fantastic family, but where someone was suffering really badly from mental health problems. And I saw how that person was affected when he felt like there was no hope. Okay? And how when he was given hope that he'd be able to recover, that just helped so much. But then when that hope was taken away from him, unfortunately, by a medical physician who told him he would never get better and there was no hope, that changed the outcome of all of our lives. Because hope is what you need to survive, right? If you have anyone that's going through a tough time, all you need to do is give them a bit of hope. All you need to do is say, hey, this could get better. Hey, it's okay, you're not alone. Hey, We can get through this. This is nothing. All you need is hope. And this business gives it like this. You could reach out to someone today and give them that bit of hope. You could do a post that makes people realize that they're not alone. That gives people hope. You know, social media can be such a funny beast, can't it? Because it can really present this idea that other people have got better lives, other people aren't going through stresses or challenges. But what it can do is it can also connect people and make people realize that other people are going through what they're going through. Other people have got similar challenges to what they have, and that there's hope that they can improve their situation if they're in a dark or a tough or a challenging place. So that is, for me, that is what Juice Plus offers. And it really, to be honest, I'm really grateful actually that I've been through a tough time and I've had to start to delve deeper into my past, what it's meant for me as a person, how it's going to affect me in the future, because that has really changed my mindset with this business. And it's made me go, it's not just about what people can earn from this, you know, it's about what you can do for someone. And if you can make someone feel a bit better about themselves, or if you can help them feel empowered to make those choices to make themselves feel better, right? By making better health choices, by making better food choices, by putting the good stuff in, by feeling a bit more positive, by doing self-development, by listening to better audios, by surrounding themselves with better people, by having a good time, by connecting with someone, then you're giving them more than you will ever realize. So for me, I have decided that that is what is so cool about Juice Plus. It's the hope that wherever you are right now, you can improve your situation. You know, like just for example, right now financially things are really tough in our household. We've got huge costs. We had some huge financial whacks, you know, over the last 6 months, where it's just like the universe is going bam, bam, bam. Oh, you think you're getting ahead? Bam, here's another one. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on? And then I went, yeah, but Juice Plus gives me the hope that I can change that. And that's all I needed. I just went, that's okay. I can put my energy into this business. I can start to work on myself physically again. I can start to go back to basics, do my health, focus on that, start to feel good. And then that's going to get me more customers. That's going to get me more team members. I can start talking to people again. I can start building up this business. I can start growing this income. That's going to help. So it's that idea that you can empower yourself to change your outcome that I think is so incredible. And you don't get that from ordinary business. Like I can't turn around to Sky and say, actually, you know what? An extra 10 grand would really help this year. They're going to be like, that's great. Well done. You know, happy for you. But they're not going to turn around and give me 10 grand. I wish. Let's put it out to the universe, guys, that Sky's going to turn around and give me 10 grand. But they're not going to be able to affect my position, but I can affect my position. Juice Plus can affect my position. So that's why I'm passionate about it. I think that we have such an amazing opportunity, and I would really encourage everybody to get out of their own heads, get over yourself, get over your ego. Really, that's what it is, isn't it? It's our ego that makes us sit in this position of, oh, I can't, and struggle. You know, it's not life and death here. We're talking about fruits and veg. We're talking about good eating. We're talking about healthy living, and we're talking about connecting with great people. Some people will like it, some people won't, and it's cool. And you don't have to worry about the ones that don't, because I just think we've got a great opportunity here, and it's really exciting. And yeah, that's where I'm at. And I thank you all for listening to me. Sorry I went off piece a little bit, but that's just what came to me when I was thinking about what I wanted to share.
Absolutely fantastic, Erin. I think we're all sitting here thinking, wow, what brutal honesty, but what an encouraging message. I, you know, you always speak so well and you speak so clearly and you're so honest about the way you're feeling and everything like that. And I think that, you know, you've dug into something here which is really, really incredible. And I have to say, I think this is one of the most down-to-earth calls that we've ever had, actually. I think people are speaking so much from the heart this morning. It's actually extraordinary. But I think that's what we're all about as a community. We're very real people. We're very, you know, that's the thing that appeals to me more than anything about Juice Plus. And I'm sorry to say what I'm going to say. Zero bullshit.
Zero bullshit.
Zero salesy crap. Just brutal, honest, beautiful people living their lives, seeking to make a positive impact on other people. I mean, how much better could that be? It's absolutely epic. So we can't wait for the 16th of September. Tell us a little bit more about that before we go on, Erin.
Okay. So yeah, 16th of September, it's going to be real because that's how we roll. Just, you know, come dressed however you want to come dressed. It's not a glitzy, glamorous, you know, we've got a fantastic little venue. It's a cocktail bar, private space that's underneath the cutest pub in London. But it's not, you don't have to be dressed up. You don't have to feel like you have to be anything other than yourself. Come along. We've got people, one of whom I'm just about to introduce quickly to share her story. Yes, but we've got people who are smashing it right now, who are doing incredible things, who I've been watching and going, wow, like I love what they're doing. I love what I'm seeing, you know, I'm learning from them. And to be honest, often I'm reaching out to them to go, hey, like, what is this that you're doing? And these are sidelines of mine, because they're really inspiring me. And I just think that they need a chance to shine. And also people need to learn from them, because it doesn't matter what position they are out there and they're doing incredible things.
Amazing. So let's introduce your guest. Yes. We're so excited. We've got John in a minute. But so, yeah, if you introduce your guest, yeah.
Yes, so I'm actually introducing a beautiful sideline of mine, because all of my amazing team members are actually traveling right now. But this girl is so incredible, and I think she is just so inspiring. And she's doing the do. She's one of our guest speakers in London. She's going to be sharing her 90-day game plan, because she's doing an amazing second 90-day game plan. And I just think she's amazing, and I absolutely adore her. So the beautiful Natalie, if you can please unmute yourself.
Right, and then we're going to say to Natalie, if you could, I mean, it's so difficult, but if you could try and keep it to 2 minutes, because we've got, you know, fantastic.
Absolutely, I'll be short and sweet. Just quickly, my experience with the company. So before Juice Plus, I was a new graduate. I fell pregnant my last year of university as a surprise. And my plans of moving to a city and having, you know, this big corporate life just went out the window. So I ended up staying at home in my small town, very little prospects, really struggling, you know, motherhood with building a career and all this kind of stuff. And I just felt like I'd lost my spark, I'd lost my hopes and dreams. And I just felt like, I know a lot of mums will probably relate, I just felt like someone's mum, and I lost who Natalie was. So I was scrolling on Facebook, I came across this opportunity, and one thing that stood out to me was the health benefits of the product. So how much energy everyone had, how amazing they were feeling in themselves. You know, I wanted to lose a bit of weight, I needed an energy boost, and my immune system was terrible. I was constantly at the doctor's with tonsillitis, so I thought, I've got to get on board with this. And I had absolutely no money at the time as well, so the business opportunity just made so much sense to me. I actually had to borrow the £50 off a family member to sign up, but I had a really quick start in the business, smashed it. I actually joined halfway through the month, so I had like 2 weeks to really go for it and hit 2 promotions within that. And obviously everyone's income is different, but I earned over 600 in my first month. And at that point, I just knew where I could take this business. And now, you know, I have 2 children. I'm totally on my own with them, and I have no stress whatsoever with childcare, you know, rushing off to breakfast club, getting here, getting there. It's been the school holidays, and I have been able to actively build my business, set my own schedule, spend time with my children. So, you know, the money is incredible, but what really stands out for me is that time freedom and my health. My health has never been better. I don't think I've had antibiotics once since I've been on this product, which is absolutely incredible, all down to the capsules. So yeah, I'm just so excited for the future and so grateful for my journey so far. 2 minutes, I've done it.
You did amazing. Well done. Thank you so much. You are absolutely incredible. All right, so moving on, everyone, and we're coming now to the last few minutes, last 15 minutes, but you know, last is the best, no question. And I've got well, we got the fantastic John on now. John from Tenerife. I think we're going to Tenerife now, everyone. I don't know if we're going to see a little bit of the sun. We've hardly seen any sun this summer, but I think John's on. I hope he is. And
yes, I'm here, mate. I'm here.
We can see the sun.
Yeah, a bit of blue skies is what we joined the business for, right?
Yeah. Absolutely superb. I love that. A bit of a breeze going on there. I love that. Any? Can we see the sea in the distance, or not? Possibly.
It is behind me a little bit. There you go.
Oh my God, where are you?
I'm in my apartment in Tenerife. So just in Adeki it is. So yeah, thanks to this business, you can do some cool shit.
So I'm just going to introduce you, John. Now I've got a little bit of a bio that I picked up, so this is called "You Don't Have to Be a Success to Become Massively Successful in Network Marketing." So John's story proves it. In his first 90 days, he personally sponsored just 3 people, describing himself as terrible at this. By year 4, that number grew to 50 and then 100 in just 5.5 years. Who knew that his slow start would lead to a team with 11 leader legs and more than, well, I'm sure it's far more than this now, more than 15,000 active reps. And just to say very quickly, John, I remember in the early days when you had an award at one of the venues, and you'd given it up. You'd sort of said, oh, you know, I thought, oh, John's left his award. And I sort of ran up to you afterwards, you know, and I think you'd gone Q&D for, you know, and this was in the early stages, and you were clearly just not in the slightest bit interested. You were on for much bigger.
I remember it well because you chased me through the car park and you was like, John, you've left your Q&D certificate. I was like, I'm leaving that behind. I'm going NMD next month, so I don't need it. So
I love it.
That's just what a change in mindset can do for you.
Yeah, I love it. So, John, over to you. You know, what it takes to be successful in JP. You know, you are a legend.
Yeah, likewise, James. Thank you so much. And thanks for all you do with these calls. And thanks for paving the way for us all over the years. I remember hearing you speak for the very first time in Hale, and just one of my favorite presentations ever, telling us about the graffiti on the motorway bridge.
Yeah. So, you're bored. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. You're bored, admit it. So I think, you know, the cool thing is about this, and I've heard the speakers today, it's been mind-blowing, and it is one team, one dream. It doesn't matter what leg you're in. You know, we're all striving for the same thing, whether it's to change our own lives or to help other people change their lives at the same time. So, yeah, it's a difficult act to follow to wrap up this call for you guys, but I'll do my very best. I've got some notes. So I'm going to kick off. I'm going to give you 5 key points that I think will help you on your journey to make this whatever it is that you want, because success is all individual, right? Some people think success is having a nice watch. Some people think success is, you know, being able to drive a Ferrari. one of my visions for success was to be able to wear flip-flops every day. That was what success meant to me, being by the beach and being able to live life on my terms. So the first point that I've got is this: you need a vision. You need a vision for what you want your business to look like. You need a vision for what you want your lifestyle to look like. If you don't have a vision, if you don't know why you're doing this, then you're going to find it hard to get anywhere, right? So you need a vision, and you can even take it to another stage. You need a vision board. Your vision needs to be on your bedroom wall. It needs to be written down on your mirror in your bathroom. It needs to be the screensaver on your phone. Really interestingly, the view that I've got behind me is similar to a view that I cut from a magazine years and years ago that I put on my vision board, which was just an apartment looking out onto the ocean. That was it. So just having these things, having these goals. I remember I had a white Mercedes on my vision board, a white convertible Mercedes. I'm from Bolton. The weather's terrible, hence why I like coming out here to Tenerife. Because the weather's beautiful every single day pretty much here. And I remember my mum saying to me, "Are you crazy? You want a convertible in Bolton? Like it rains every day. Are you mad?" And funnily enough, my mum's got a convertible now, so she didn't really take her own advice. But at the time, I was like, "No, mum, believe me, I am getting a convertible. I'm getting this Mercedes because I know that if I put it out there to the universe, when I buy this car, we're going to get the most amazing Easter weather." And it was a few years ago now, around about 2013. And it's funny, I was a little bit nervous about getting it, but Alex used to ring me and go, "Have you bought the car yet? Have you bought the car yet? It's going to do wonders for your business. Just do it, do it, do it." So I ended up, of course, taking his advice. And yeah, lo and behold, we got a heat wave in March. So I was driving around Bolton, system up with the top down. And yeah, the vision came true, guys. And I've got so many stories of where I've put things up there on the wall and in my mind, and affirmations and things that I say to myself to make these visions come true. And when I was going as slow as this little Tenerife turtle here in the business, when I was going really slow like a turtle, I didn't have a vision. I was just doing it to earn a little bit of extra money. That isn't enough. So you need to have a vision. And then there's two things that I'll add to this, right? We are at our most happiest, we are at our most content when we are growing and when we are contributing. So you've got to ask yourself, are you growing as a person and are you contributing? The beautiful thing about our business is this: you grow and contribute every single day, whether you're contributing on a call, whether you're speaking to a potential about the product or the business. You're growing because you're going through the ups and downs of the Juice Plus roller coaster. So that growth and contribution comes with a vision of, who do you want to serve? How many people do you want to help? Another thing that I had on my vision board was help more people. That was a big goal of mine because, when you're a personal trainer, your income's capped, but your service level is capped as well, because there's only so many people that you can train in a day. I couldn't work any more than 12 hours a day. The gym was open from 8 till 10. I couldn't put my prices up anymore. I tried to do boot camps. I couldn't fit as many people in my studio as I wanted to. The beautiful thing with this is there is no ceiling. So you can help as many people as you want. So number one, have a vision. Number two, you need belief in the product and you need belief in the opportunity. And if you haven't got that, you need to find it. Maybe you need to borrow it from somebody like Sue, who talks an amazing product game. It's mind-blowing, right? Getting your own product story, using all the products, finding out what it is that you love about it, getting yourself in the transformation group. Maybe you need to do that once a day. Just have a little scroll through there, reading through some of the stories on the impact that this product makes for people's lives. It's incredible. And the same with the business. And you also need belief in yourself. If you believe you can and you believe you can't, then you're right on both. If you don't think you can do it, you will never, ever do it. So you need to really work on your belief and your mindset. So point number one is have a vision. Point number two is have belief. Point number three is you need to kill distractions. We have been in distraction month, right? In August. Who's felt distracted? Who's felt pulled from pillar to post, right? So you need a plan. You need to make sure you stick to that plan. Not every day is going to go to plan. Not every day is going to be a 10 out of 10 day. But I always say this to myself, and you know, I pride myself on this. Never have a zero. Never have a day where you close your eyes at night and go, I've done zero to build my business. I've done zero to grow my lifestyle. If you're going to bed having zeros, then you're never going to get where you want to be. I'm not saying every day needs to be a peak performance day, 10 out of 10, because actually it's the 4 out of 10 days, the 5 out of 10 days, the 3 out of 10 days that add up, that keep you being consistent. As Mona said earlier, that is a key point, right? So you need to kill those distractions and have a whatever it takes attitude. No matter what, I'm going to finish off my DMO, even if it means I've got to stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning. No matter what, I'm going to do this Zoom call. I did a Zoom call the other day from a kitchen in a bar, right? We had an opportunity call. I couldn't get back in time to do it. I was like, there is no way I can get back to do this call any other way than finding a way. And I just said, can I use the kitchen? Is anybody in there? They're like, kitchen's closed, get in there. If you'd have seen where I was surrounded by pots and pans and a dishwasher and, you know, washing up liquid and everything. And I'm doing the opportunity call from the kitchen because it's a whatever it takes attitude. No matter what, I am going to show up. I'm going to stick to and do what I said I was going to do. Because that's when we start to feel down about ourselves, guys, when you don't follow through with what you said you were going to do. So you need to have a whatever it takes attitude. Point number 4, and you're doing it right now. Get around the right people. You need to be around the right people. Who are you spending time with at the minute, and what are they doing to you, right? You're spending time with top leaders today on this call. People that want to be inspired and people that are inspiring. So right now, you are with the right people. Some people aren't on this call today because they went out last night and got absolutely blottoed and they're still in bed hungover and feeling down about things, right? Because they've blown a load of money. They probably woke up with a kebab, right? So what are you doing? And who are you getting around? All right. You guys are doing it. I know I'm speaking to the converted right now, but sometimes we fall into those traps. Oh, I'm not going to get on the Friday night call. I'm not going to get on the Saturday call. I'm not going to make it to the event this time. So you need to surround yourself with people that are on the same mission as you. And here's the cool thing. Success leaves clues. We all love Mr. Shay O'Brien. He's an amazing mentor to us all. And when Alex first told me about Shay, he said, we're holding a meeting at Crew Hall, and Shay O'Brien, who's actually one of the top income earners in Juice Plus, he's got houses all over the world. He's flying in from Santa Monica in California to be at this meeting. There was only 8 of us there. I think it was around about 2010. And I had a full day back to back with clients that Saturday. I lost about £240 in income. But there was no way that I was not going to meet this guy. I'd never met him before. I'd heard so much about him. I cancelled all my clients that day. I took the short-term hit in the pocket for the long-term vision. And I drove down to Crew Hall and I met Shay, and it was weird, actually. It was a beautiful sunny day in Crew. And I got chatting to Shay in the car park, and I said, what was the reason for you getting started with the business? And he went, well, believe it or not, it was blue skies. I was sick and tired of the grey Manchester weather, and I wanted to find a way that I could have more blue skies in my life. And I was like, that's my goal as well. So Shay's lifestyle is something that I've modeled my own on. It's like, can I build a property portfolio internationally? Can I spend more time in the sunshine? Can I be a top leader in Juice Plus? And that was always a goal. So getting around the right people, because here's the thing, right? Your broke mates will only teach you how to stay broke. You know, the amount of negativity I used to get from my friends for doing this. And I'm like, hang on a minute, you're broke. Why would I listen to you? Even when your parents, and my mum and dad didn't understand it at the beginning. I don't even think they really do now, but they understand it a bit better. But my mum used to say, John, you look exhausted. You're teaching all these classes. You're training all these people. Now you're going doing events in the evening. You're not getting anywhere with this. Why are you wasting your time? You made £180 last month. And I said, Mum, these are money bags. I just need to fill them, right? I'm just going to keep going. You haven't, here's the thing I said, and I remember saying it, Mum, but I know you're saying it from a place of love and you care about me, but you haven't seen what I've seen. All right. So, and here's the final thing. If they're not living the lifestyle that you want to live, why would you copy them? Why would you take their advice? So success leaves clues. Find out what the top leaders in this business are doing and duplicate it, whether it's on TikTok right now, whether it's Zoom calls, whether it's doing events a certain way, you know, whether it's starting a body transformation, whatever you think you need to do, what somebody out there is inspiring you to do, go and do it, because success leaves clues. Tip number 5, and I'm going to wrap it up in a minute. Play the long game. Consistency is the key. So many people, they overestimate what they can achieve in a short space of time, and they underestimate what they can achieve with a long-term game plan. So when it isn't kicking in right now, keep going. I remember working with a girl who was going for NMD, and she tried so many times. She said, I'm going to start. And she did about 2 weeks, and then she dropped the ball and gave up. And then I used to see her at another event again, and she'd be like, I'm going to go for it again. I was like, listen, you need to do it for at least 90 days. She was QNMD at the time. And I said, if you go for it 90 days, you kill distractions, you put your blinkers on, and you stay really, really consistent and go 90 days, then have a big party when you've done your 90 days, right? Go out, get hammered with your friends, whatever you want to do, right? But then you reset and you do another 90 days. So it's being consistent. She went NMD on day 92, from QNMD to NMD on day 92. So I got a message of her saying, well, you were right, but you were wrong, actually. It took me 92 days, but I was like, hey, are you bothered? Now you can go out and celebrate. So it's possible for everybody. And that's how I built my business. It was in blocks of 90 days, 90 days, then reset, then go again, 90 days, then reset, then go again. So play the long game, guys. Consistency is the key. And then the final tip is this. If you want more vision, if you want more belief, if you want to whatever it takes attitude, if you want to get around the right people, if you want to be consistent, get to live events. Live events are key. There are so many live events coming up. There's one in Essex, there's one in London, there's one in Birmingham. These are the events that I know about. I'm sorry if I've not mentioned others that are going on. Let's keep sharing events, because Zooms are amazing. Let's be really grateful for Zoom. It's been incredible and it's helped us through a tough time. And, you know, to have 100 people on this today, I think it was more before I started speaking. They mustn't like me. So to have 100 people on this Zoom right now, it's incredible to be able to do that on a Saturday morning. But imagine if we were all in Tenerife right now, right? Imagine if we're all in Tenerife, sat in a bar, having a few drinks, doing the same training, and then going out, having a massive celebration and connecting and learning each other's stories. That is the difference that takes it from online to offline. So that offline magic is what we need to bring back, guys. And we're coming into the magic months for the Juice Plus company. James knows all about this, right? The magic months, September, October, November. Incredible. So there's never been a better time to start a 90-day run. I'll just leave you with this one. Get your sunglasses ready, guys, because your future is so, so bright. Never been more excited than I am right now. And I'm ready to kick it off with my own 90-day game plan. So let's do it and party like rock stars at the convention. But I'll see you all at a live event very, very soon. I'm going to be in Essex. I'm going to be in London, and I'm going to be in Birmingham. So let's fill those rooms, guys.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Fantastic, John. It's so exciting. And, you know, I mean, no one better than you to encapsulate, you know, to make it so clear about what we need to do. You've just got such an incredible way of reaching people. I'll never forget when we went out to that nightclub, Bodo Slosh. John and I went out to a nightclub after an event. And I said to myself, I would never, at no point in the evening would I say I'm going home. At no point. So after the event, we were at the bar at the hotel, then we went to another bar, then we ended up at a nightclub midweek, you know. Anyway, what I saw with John was that when we were at the nightclub, people were naturally orientating towards you, John. You're just a natural people person. You're so good with people. Unbelievable.
I think that's why we didn't get thrown out, James, that we were still in there at 4 a.m. Similar thing happened with me and Geoff Montague Smith in Dubai.
Oh, really? Yeah.
You've got to get on the Jaeger train with Geoff. He's the best man for that job.
Oh, yeah. So 2 weeks' time, we're going to be in London. And so we can't wait for that. I know there's the other events, that you said, the Birmingham, the Essex, but the London one, 2 weeks' time, we'll be there right now. In actual fact, we'll be there now in 2 weeks' time. So I just cannot emphasize enough how important it is to be there and to have guests. I was taught right from word go that inviting is the highest paid activity of our business. Inviting is the highest paid activity of our business. If you can get guests there for this event or any of these events, then the rest of the year is going to be absolutely outstanding. So that's it, everyone, for today. Thank you so much for all of our contributors, all of our amazing speakers, Erin, Chloe, Geoff, Mona, Mitra. I know Sue was going to be on at the beginning, and Sue was there, but I'm so sorry, Sue. I think I've included everybody, and then all the other guest speakers. And then, John, finally, if we could just finish with a view of the sea. Can you just raise that up and we will just go, wow, that is a lifestyle. Look at that lifestyle. And you're on your roof, are you? Or on your...
Yeah, we're on the roof terrace.
Oh, God, that is serious.
You can just see La Gomera in the background. There's if you want to go to an amazing health and wellness retreat, Rob Molyneux has got a team member who's built a wellness retreat in La Gomera. La Gomera is one of the islands where they actually still communicate by whistling to each other. Can you believe it? Yeah, it's crazy. They have like these mad whistles. It's a natural rainforest in Europe, so it's mind blowing. It's a really cool place.
Well, look, thank you, everyone. Thank you, John, so much for coming on. Thank you for thank you, Sara, for hosting as well. And we've got one person who's just joined us, so welcome. So everyone, see you in 2 weeks' time. Thank you for joining us today. It's been epic, and you make it the best, everyone. And see you soon. Take care. Bye for now. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.